Hi, this is Jim Gordon of the Legislative Services Division of the Montana State Legislature. This instructional video will demonstrate how to allow others to see the display status screen of an existing preference list without you having to reveal your password. You can also use this method to create a favorite directly to the display status screen for yourself without having to log on. This will allow you and others, if you so choose, to view the most current status of each bill on your list with a single click. If you haven't already done so, log on to your current preference list. From the Account Maintenance page, go to the Display Status screen for the preference list you wish to share. The Display Status page for that preference list will display with all the bills and drafts it contains. To share the page with others, simply click the link just below the Print Friendly button named Email This Page. The link will launch an email that includes a link to the current Display Status page, only the link is converted to allow access without having a password. All you need to do is address the message to the intended recipients, add an additional message you might want to include, and click Send as you would any normal email. Of course, this all assumes you have email software loaded onto your system. And here's a neat tip. If you include yourself as a recipient of the email, you too can visit the Display Status page without having to log in to your preference list. And once the screen is displayed using the link from that email, you could set a bookmark or a favorite and use that link anytime without ever logging on. So when you're not maintaining your list, you could easily check your status of the bills on your list with a single click. To demonstrate this, I will send myself an email using the Email This Page link. Clicking the link will launch a new email message with the body of the message containing a link to the Display Status page currently displayed, although slightly modified. Just like a regular email, I can add as many recipients as I feel necessary. I'm going to send this to myself. Be sure to include any additional information as part of the message that you might feel necessary. And send the email. Now, to further demonstrate this process, I'll close out of my preference list by logging off my preference account and exiting my browser window. So by now the recipients would receive the email message containing the modified link. And they would open their email message, and click the link. Up comes my first list with all the bills contained on the list. Notice it did not require me to log in. The list name is displayed, however I cannot go to the maintenance side of the account since there is no link to that page and no way to go back because the page came straight from the link. As the owner, you would still need to log in using the Preference Account Login link at the bottom of the Lookup Bill Information page to access the pages needed to maintain the list in the account. Now back to the tip. Once the Display Status page is accessed via the link in the email, you or anybody else you sent it to can create a favorite to that page. If you're using Internet Explorer, simply add a favorite. So I'm going to turn on my favorites bar, and I'm already on the page, so I'm going to add a favorite to my favorite bar. You should note that I'm using Internet Explorer 10. This process will be somewhat different depending on the browser and the version you're using. So check the help page for your specific application if you need instructions how to add a bookmark or a favorite. Now for this demo, I'll leave the page by going to my home page. Now I've completely left Laws, and I've got my favorite bar up with my favorite on it. I'm going to click that, and it takes me straight to my page without having to log on, and I've got the current status of every bill on my preference list showing.